Okay, hi everybody. Take 2 of episode 27 of the Hello Grace podcast. I am your host, Sarah Stevens. Today is Sunday, March 17th. It is St. Patrick's Day, so I hope you all are having a wonderful St. Patrick's Day. I know we've been filling ours with soccer, which is a lot of fun. We did some yard work. It's sunny. It's in the 50s here in Spokane. It's beautiful. So anyways, thank you all for joining me once again. It has been a week since I last filmed. A lot has been crammed into this last week. We did a lot of soccer, things like that. So yeah, thank you for returning viewers to come and check me out once again. And thank you to new viewers if you're new. Just so you know, if you hit the subscribe button, you will be notified every single time that I film. And I've been really trying to film weekly, usually on Saturday or Sunday is my typical film day. And yeah, so I am going to be talking to you a little bit today about what I've been up to, and this time I'm going to leave that until the very end. So if that's not something that you are here for, then you don't have to watch or listen. And what I've been really working on, and some languishing whips that I want to really knock out over the next couple months and get them off my needles. So yeah. Oh, and I have some spinning today too. Anyways, okay, so jumping right in. I say let's jump into what I've been working on the majority of the time this past week. It really has been my only focus, truly. I did do a little bit of sock knitting and I did do a little bit of spinning, but for the most part, I've really been working on my Comfort Fade cardigan. It's by Andrea Mowry. And I'm using a combination of Gracelynn wool yarn, Suburban Stitcher, Woolen Boone, this Yarn at Home Mom. I think that's it. Unwind Yarn Company. Did I say that? Anyways, I am loving this knit. If you saw last week's episode, I really only had like a portion of one of the sleeves done, and this week I really just, like I said, I really worked on this only, and I got both sleeves done. Let's see if I can show this to you, so without losing stitches on the needles. So yeah, I got all of this sleeve done, and I got all of this sleeve done. And I have started working on the ribbing. It's not ribbing. On the collar and the band, the neck band. Anyways, you will notice I did make some modifications to the bottom of my sleeves. First of all, I did make my sleeves a little bit shorter than what the pattern calls for. And I did do a 2x2 ribbing for 30 rounds. I made it an extra long one. I'm really excited about that. So that so far has been like the only design modification I've made as far as the written pattern goes. I did not follow the fade like the pattern called for, and I'm not following the fade the way that the pattern calls for the collar either. I just have like some little bits of yarn, and I'm really just going one little bit and holding them double, and as they run out, I'm adding a new color. I just I want to try and use up all of the little bits as much as possible, and in addition to that, I think that my goal is going to be that the color is definitely going to be the lighter colors. I'm going to try my best to hold off on using the darker color that's like at the bottom of the cuff in the collar. So the collar should really consist of like those colors. I think that'll look really, really nice. I have one full skein left of the Unwind Yarn Company Mount Crumpet colorway, the skeins that I bought in 2015 of December. And what I'm doing, I guess I should explain it a little bit better, is I'm holding one strand of the Mount Crumpet and then one strand of the lighter colors that are left. And so like this is what's left of the first skein of Mount Crumpet, and I used up already one of the Hello Grace skeins, the lavender brown colorway that I added in there. And so that's been used up for the very first part of the collar. And now I'm fading into this skein of, oh, I'm also using Hueloco's Knit Two Together set too. I totally forgot about that. Anyways, I'm fading into my Grace colorway, and then my plan is to fade into Hueloco's birthday cake or something like that, the Knit Two Together the very first month. Somebody a couple episodes ago told me what the name was. Forgot it again, but that's kind of my plan. So I think that between these two colorways and then the little bit of the lavender brown that I have left held together with this, it'll just be perfect. Which means I will have this much left, about, I would think, I'm sure this will be left, of the Yarn at Home Mom colorway, which I can't wait to put that in a blanket. And then I'm gonna have like a whole heck of a lot left of this Woolen Boone. Enough to make a whole pair of socks. So here's an up close of the Nicole of Hueloco's skein, whatever that birthday one is, and then of my Grace colorway. So that has been the majority of what I've been working on. I am so pleased with the way that it worked, the way that the sweater is knit up so far. I would try it on for you. In fact, the very first time that I attempted to film, and then my dog started barking and my husband was trying to get the dog to stop barking, I did try it on and I lost a few stitches on the needle and I had to put them back on, so I'm not going to do that. This time my cable is not long enough to do that and show you. But the plan is to definitely be done with that by next weekend so I can wear it. Yeah, so yay. Okay, the next thing that I want to talk about is just some languishing whips that I have going on. I tried to find my Waiting for Henry socks that I started like last year around this time, and guys, I have no idea where it's at. I cleaned out my whole workspace, it's not there. I cleaned out my craft area, it's not there. I cleaned out like everything. I cannot find these socks. I have absolutely no idea where they are. And the bag I thought that I had them in, they're not in that bag. So hopefully I find that, because I really was craving to work on those. Super frustrating. But I did pull out a pair of socks that I casted onto in October. I thought they would make a really fun Halloween pair of socks. And I was using the Pesto colorway. From Hedgehog Fibers. Jeez, why did that take me so long? And these are just going to be shorty socks. I went ahead and finished the length of the sock. I have my 65 rounds from the end of my decrease of my heel flap to where I start decreasing for the toe. That's kind of my standard amount for my size foot. And I wear a size 7.5 shoe, and that just really works for me. I'm knitting them obviously cuff down. I did a slip stitch heel flap, which I love the way that it hugs the back of my foot. It's just perfect for me. And then I'm using my Knitter's Pride Carbon's 2.0 millimeter needle. It's a US 0. It's kind of my favorite. And I have, because it is almost Easter, I do have my sparkly peep. Can you see that? There we go. Sparkly peep stitch marker on there. So I love these. I think that these are going to kind of become my take to work project, because I had been taking my sweater, but now it's really big, so I probably won't continue to take that to work. But I really hope to get these suckers done. I think that they are pretty in spring and they'll make a really great pair of like transitional socks, I guess. There's still snow on the ground here, and like this morning it was 26 degrees and this afternoon it's 50 degrees, but a pair of socks is really nice to wear with your Birks on cold mornings like this. If you do that. I think a lot of people from this area wear socks with their Birkenstocks, but anyways, the other thing that I wanted to talk about is this beautiful skein of yarn that I'm working on here. I'm just doing some self-striping vanilla socks, and these actually aren't for me. These are for my daughter Caitlin. I just went ahead and I'm just working slip stitch heel. I want to say I did 28 stitches on each side, or 24 stitches on each side. I don't know, I guess I could count. 28 stitches on each needle, so 56 stitches around. And I'm using these feel like a 2.5 millimeter. These are 2.25 millimeter. These are US ones. So I really want to get these off the needles. They're so cute. The yarn is from Whips on Sticks. My dear friend Kayla, who is 1/3 of the hosts for our Fiber Girls podcast. So yeah, I'm almost through the foot. I'm kind of at a standstill because I haven't measured her foot yet to really see how much farther I have to go, and so that's just, I gotta do that. So hopefully, oh, these are my Hiya Sharps. I'm just magic looping them. It's probably a 24-inch cable is my guess. So I hope to have those done. I really, really like this yarn. I don't know what base this is. It's really gorgeous, round. It's like a 4-ply. It's a 3 or a 4-ply, and it's amazing. It's so soft. It feels like there must be cashmere in there, but there's not. I don't know. Anyways, let's see. I don't remember if I showed where I was on these guys. I'm working on some Muststash yarn in the Theory colorway. Somebody a couple episodes ago, that's the Theory. So I just need to Kitchener the toe of these ones and then put in a heel. I think I have decided I'm just going to use the yarn that I have left over for my heel too. And once I get the second sock done, then I can cut the heels in at the same place. That's my plan. I'm housing that project in my sweet little Sugar Tots kitty cat bag. I love this bag. It's just fun and cheery, and I think most of the bags that I have my projects going into right now are really springtime related ones. Kind of shoved most of them over there. I could have maybe brought them out. I probably should have, but it's okay. I feel like I'm going super fast, you guys. I should probably try and slow it down a little bit. I just know that it's quiet right now, and because I've already had to film this once before, and Ethan had one of his friends ring the doorbell and they're out riding bikes, I just kind of am trying to really get this done so that way I don't get interrupted. There's no pause. I'm doing this on my phone, so there's no pause button on the stinking recorder. And if there is, I just don't know where to find it. Well, okay, the last knitting project that I want to talk about is also foot related, funny enough. I started these a while ago. I wish I had the pattern, but it's another Andrea Mowry pattern. I'm housing them in my cute little winter Sugar Tots bag, but it's gold and sparkly, and I love this bag. I'm using this beautiful, I don't know any of the colorways. I'm using this old skein of yarn that I found. The cat is jumping on the couch, or I mean on the table. It's beautiful. Ignore my nails. I have to get them done again. It's like a marled colorway. There's like light blue and navy and some purple bits. It's gorgeous. So I'm using that. And then this beautiful skein of Madelinetosh Dk in the colorway I don't know. And I am making a pair of Mukluks. I kind of lost steam on these guys for a little bit because I think I cast onto another sweater or something like that, but this is what they look like so far. You can see that like my tension was not fantastic right here. Or right here. It's like this little side. It's terrible. That's where I'm at. See? Come here, Stella. Over here. Sorry, you guys. And the camera shook. I knew this was gonna happen. So anyways, I'm working on these. I'm really, really loving this project. Stop, please. Hey, quit. I don't know what size needle I'm using. Here it is. I'm using a US 6, a 4.0 millimeter, and these are my Hiya sharps. Probably just like a little 24-inch cable. I'm just magic looping these, and I love them. I love them so much. It's like the mix between the rustic feeling wool and then the other. It just, I think they're gonna be really nice and warm and cozy. So my whole plan is to just get these done. To get these done before next winter. So I've been busy working on those and liking them a lot. Okay, so the last thing that I want to talk to you guys about as far as fiber related goodness is what I've been spinning. I picked up my little mini Turkish spindle again. It's been a couple months, and I'm working on some rolag style, Stella, get down, pony style rolags. This is the Heavy on the Unicorn Guts colorway. Here we are, and it's by Naturally Knitty, all things fiber, and just look at those colors. Oh my gosh, they're gorgeous. So I'm still working on the very first one, but I did make some progress. I don't know. I love like these sparkly bits. I don't know if you can see them. So I've been really working on this. Picked it up a little bit in the middle of the week and just kind of one evening, I don't know, spent 20 or 30 minutes doing this. The hard thing about spinning is that you kind of get sucked into it. I don't know, I do. Maybe you don't, but I forget how much time goes by. So I'm just spinning. I don't know if you can see how big it is. So that's what I'm working on. I'm gonna try my best to maybe try and spin, not every day, but maybe twice a week for 10 or 15 minutes at a time and really focus on that. I love doing it. I just never seem to make enough time to get it done. So I'm gonna do better about that. I feel like there's just not enough time in the day to get all of the crafting things I want to get done after I get home from work, because there's kid activities and dinner to be made. And usually I'm just so drained. I just want to sit on the couch and watch TV and have a glass of wine or a cup of tea and not focus on a whole lot. And I think that's why I've been gravitating to a lot of these vanilla style projects. My Guthrie is kind of right now on the back burner, not because I don't love working on it, but because I'm just exhausted by the end of the day, mentally. Yeah, so I think that's also why these got put down. Why am I waiting for Henry's socks got put down forever ago that now I can't find. But I do want to try and make more time, and I don't want to designate days. Like, I thought that was a really good idea, but more, I love this idea of taking every third month of the year and really working on whips. So I'm not casting anything new on this month. I've been really focusing on something I already had casted onto. And I kind of cheated this month a little bit because I did cast onto the Comfort Fade cardigan like 2 days before March 1st, just so I could work on it. So I did kind of cheat. I'm gonna do my best to not cheat the next time, like in June. But anyways, so that's pretty much the end of the knitting content and the spinning content of the podcast. If you don't want to stick around to hear about my week, that's fine. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your week, and I will hopefully see you guys again next week, the same time and place. Otherwise, I did want to talk to you a little bit about my week. So thank you, first of all, for all of the birthday wishes. They were so sweet. You guys were all so kind. I really enjoyed reading those. I had a wonderful birthday, so thank you, even though we drove like forever, but I had so much fun. And then this week, we had soccer on Friday night. In the freezing cold, thank goodness I have this little portable heater. It's called like a little buddy, and it's a little propane gas heater, and then you can take it wherever. I love that thing for soccer. And it got so cold. And then Saturday morning, my daughter and I, we went to a HIIT class, a high intensity interval training class, and it was an hour long, and it's put on by the Barcode Spokane and Athleta. And the Barcode Spokane is a brand new gym that's opening up here, and I joined. I'm one of the founding members, like one of the first few people, even though the doors haven't opened yet. And until the doors open, which they're hoping, I think, to open like after spring break or something along that lines, like maybe the week after or something, in the next few weeks anyways. The building is just being finished right now. They are putting on weekly classes with Athleta downtown in Spokane or in a couple other locations, and we took a HIIT class Saturday morning at 8:30 in the morning, and it was fantastic. It was probably one of the best workouts I have ever done. I don't really go to the gym or anything, but this one was perfect. It was a little bit of yoga, a little bit of bar, and a little bit of some cardio, and it was like the perfect combination of doing something really hard for, 30 seconds to a minute or so many reps of something, and then taking a little bit of a breather while you're still moving, not really stopping, but just switching things around. And I loved that. Sunday, this morning, I did wake up and I was a little sore, like kind of in a lot of different areas, but it was like a good sore. It wasn't that excruciating pain. So I can't wait to get the opportunity to regularly take these classes during the week. So that is pretty much everything. Oh, and then, yeah, this morning we had soccer, 26-degree weather again. And they did great. They won, and my daughter scored a goal, which is super fun. And yeah, it was great. It was the last game of the season. So now it's tryouts and everything again, right? Like, it's all over again. Oh, and she got a job. She got a job. It's so crazy to think about when your kids start working. But anywho, all right, you guys, I really wanted this to be like more around the 45-minute mark, but I've already had my dog trying to interrupt and all the other interruptions. I'm gonna go ahead and sign off now. So thank you to everyone who hung out with me a little bit today. I really do appreciate it. I hope you're enjoying this podcast. I really hope you are. If there's anything else that I could do differently that you would enjoy, that would be really great. I started a Patreon account. I'll put the link down below. The link is in my other, like my last video and the video before that as well. But I started an account basically because I want to be able to provide you guys with better content. I am recording on my phone right now because my other camera just died. But I don't have like a microphone. I don't have anything like that. I'd love to travel around and be able to give you more content about yarn shops here in Washington. It's kind of would be really fun for me. So if you would like to support me in that way, just follow the link below. Otherwise, share, subscribe. I hope you guys have a really great rest of your week, and I will chat again soon. Happy knitting, guys.